It was the day of Andy Davis's birthday party. Andy was very excited about his birthday, and all of his toys were gathered around the baby monitor, wondering what Andy had gotten for his birthday that very same day. Now, for this story, we're gonna go ahead and take the beloved Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear from the original movie and replace him with his fellow Space Ranger XR, the experimental robot Space Ranger. Anyway, so Sarge and his fellow toy army men, soldiers, scoped out Andy's birthday party, and when it finally came time to Andy opening up his gifts, we see Andy open them, or the first few, until it came to the last present, or so we thought was the last present, because, Andy's mom pulled out a surprise present from the closet. It was a Buzz Lightyear themed gift box, but what was inside got Andy really excited. So much so that one of his friends came over to see what it was, but it's not what Andy was expecting it to be, because, well, at that very moment, Andy saw a totally different character. Now, keep in mind, guys, in this story, Andy's mom was unable to get Andy a Buzz Lightyear for his birthday, so she ended up getting him a character that was from the same toy line as Buzz Lightyear, but it was someone totally different. That being a character from Buzz's old Space Ranger team from Star Command. So, Andy holds up the new Space Ranger character to show all of his friends, and obviously Andy was really excited to the point where he and his friends decided to run upstairs to Andy's room, which is where they'd mess around with the new toy for a little bit before going back down for cake and ice cream. Now, once in Andy's room, both Andy and his friends run around playing with the new Space Ranger toy, and one of his friends sets the box of the new Space Ranger onto Andy's bed, thus pushing Woody off to the side. And so, once Andy's mom calls them back down for cake and ice cream, Andy and his friends, of course, run out of the room and back downstairs. But it was at this time when, once Andy and his friends left the room, well, the toys came back to life. So once the coast was clear, all of Andy's toys came out from their hiding spots, and of course they start to make their way towards Andy's bed, which was where the new Space Ranger toy was standing at that moment. But what Andy's toys didn't really know was that Woody, of course, was under the bed during that time. So once Andy's toys make it to Andy's bed, obviously they at first think Woody's on top with the new toy. But of course Woody comes out from underneath saying that, well, he was under the bed the entire time that Andy and his friends were in the room. But, of course, Woody assures the other toys that whatever or whoever was on the bed at that moment, of course, Woody was gonna go up to the new toy and give it or him a nice, warm Andy's room welcome. So Woody heads up towards the top of the bed, and he comes face to face with the new Space Ranger toy, whose name was XR. Now, obviously, XR thinks he's the real character from the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command series. So, yeah, he's not aware that he's a toy, like Woody and the rest of Andy's toys. Meanwhile, on top of Andy's bed, XR tries to get into contact with his leader, Buzz Lightyear, but of course no one answers. So, XR starts to get worried. Just then, Woody climbs up onto the bed, and, well, of course XR wonders where he was, or where he had landed at that moment. And of course Woody informs XR that he was in Andy's room, and the bed was, well, Woody's spot. So, yeah. Now, after both Woody and XR introduce themselves, XR notices a badge on Woody's vest. So, XR lets Woody know that his leader, Buzz Lightyear, has always said that there'd be a sheriff on a unknown planet, and Earth was that unknown planet that the certain sheriff, via Woody, would be on. Afterwards, the rest of Andy's toys come up onto the bed to meet the new Space Ranger. And yeah, obviously the toys were really impressed with XR being the new toy in Andy's room. But it was at this moment that things would change for the better of both XR and Woody's friendship. So, a little while later, after the rest of Andy's toys had gotten to meet XR, obviously, Woody talked to XR for a little bit on Andy's bed. And, of course, Woody then asks XR, what was he doing on Earth? And, of course, XR simply replies that he is looking for his leader, Buzz Lightyear, as he wishes to try to bring Team Lightyear back together. Since, well, of course, Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is canon to the Toy Story universe, which is kind of cool, in my opinion. Later that evening, at Andy's house, Andy and his family were getting ready to head to Pizza Planet. So, Andy goes up to his room to grab both Woody and XR. And so, the minute Andy gets to his room, he spots Woody and XR in the same spot that he left them in when he left. And it was at this moment that Andy's mom had informed Andy that they were leaving in 15 minutes. So, of course, Andy simply replies to his mom that he was just going to grab Woody and XR first, to which Andy's mom was okay with that. So, yeah, after some time, well, Andy, with Woody and XR, heads back out to the car, which is where Andy and his baby sister Molly were waiting for him. So, while on their way to Pizza Planet, Andy and his family had to stop for gas before getting back on the road to head to Pizza Planet. But, of course, it was at this time that, well, just like in the original movie, both Woody and XR accidentally get left behind, as, of course, XR wanted to explore the new surrounding, or his new surroundings, and, of course, this kinda made Woody a lost toy temporarily, because, well, yeah. XR's curiosity got the best of him. Which, you can't really blame him. I mean, everything's still new to him, as he does still think he is the real character from the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command series, which is understandable. Now, all of a sudden, XR sees a Pizza Planet van coming right towards them. So, as soon as the Pizza Planet van stops to get directions, Woody and XR takes the opportunity to secretly climb aboard without being seen by the Pizza Planet van driver. So, after both Woody and XR managed to hop into the Pizza Planet van unseen, obviously Woody tells XR to get in the trunk with him. But, of course, just like Buzz, XR wanted to stay up front as he found it more fun. And it was then that after the Pizza Planet driver received the directions to the Pizza Planet restaurant, obviously that's when the Pizza Planet van began to make its way towards the Pizza Planet restaurant. So once the Pizza Planet van arrived at the Pizza Planet restaurant, XR informs Woody that they've arrived at their destination. However, they notice, both Woody and XR notice two robots guarding the entrance to Pizza Planet. And so, obviously, Woody comes up with a plan to sneak into the Pizza Planet restaurant without the guard, or without the two robots noticing them. So, of course, it was then that both Woody and XR make it into Pizza Planet in search of Andy,